watching Channel 4, the local station. Live with Joy Purdy, Kent Justice, the Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Richard Nunn, and breaking news with Sky 4. News 4 Jax continues.
Floridians shouldn't waste taxpayer dollars arresting people for marijuana. Now, that statement comes from presidential candidate Donald Trump, who is now backing Amendment 3 here in Florida, his home state.
Amendment 3 would legalize the recreational use of marijuana. News 4 Jax anchor Targ Miner spoke with a political analyst about Trump's decision and also with voters on whether the issue will sway their vote.
Former President Donald Trump taking a position on the marijuana battle that's headed to the ballot box, writing on social media. In Florida, like so many other states that have already given their approval, personal amounts of marijuana will be legalized for adults with Amendment 3. Whether people like it or not, this will happen through the approval of the voters, so it should be done correctly. If approved by 60% of voters in the general election in November, Amendment 3 would authorize 25 companies licensed by the state to sell and allow the possession of up to 3 ounces of pot. We asked UNF's Director of Public Opinion Research, Michael Bender, why this endorsement makes political sense for Team Trump.
He's getting on a train that's winning. And I'm not saying that it's over 60% and it's going to pass or anything like that, but everywhere has this thing well above 50%.
Bender points out the issue of marijuana isn't only popular with Florida, but also across the country, with 24 states and Washington, D.C. now passing legislation allowing its recreational use. Trump also said he wants to decriminalize the drug, writing, "Someone should not be a criminal in Florida when this is legal in so many other states. We do not need to ruin lives and waste taxpayer dollars arresting adults with personal amounts of it on them, and no one should grieve a loved one because they died from fentanyl-laced marijuana." We asked Bender if Trump runs the risk of losing some supporters, with Governor DeSantis and Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters both vocally speaking out against Amendment 3.
Yeah, they're against it. And I think the one thing to think about is, who's the base of Trump supporters, right? And it's not really your traditional religious Christian conservatives, pearl clutching types. He tends to talk to a little bit of a different audience.
News 4 Jax insiders are also voicing their opinions on Trump's endorsement of Amendment 3. One insider writing, "Trump's stance doesn't change my mind. I am pro-Amendment 3. It will provide a substantial increase in tax dollars. It's already being used." Another writing, "No, this still will vote against it. We don't need to legalize toleration of impaired adults, useless habit just like tobacco and alcohol use." Now, we want to hear what you say. You can leave us a comment inside the story on news4jax.com. Also, Trump's opponent, presidential candidate Kamala Harris, she has also advocated for decriminalizing marijuana, saying the United States needs to start regulating marijuana and expunge marijuana convictions from the records of millions of Americans.